Hey everybody! Welcome back to Let's Play Ravenloft, Strahd's Possession. We had just finished going through the Elven Warrior's tomb, and we had claimed his finely crafted elven crown, which is one of the items we're going to need to escape Ravenloft. Now, going through the graveyard and through his tomb, we came across a couple of interesting items. One of them being the Rod of Rebirth, which we're going to use over here in the church. The old priest mentioned something about bringing back to life his disciple, and that's what we're going to do. So let's just jump ahead a bit. If I remember correctly, it's the second door on the right. Straight on till morning. Yep, there we go. Okay, I cleaned up our boxes a little bit, so it should be easier to find stuff. There we go. Alright, Gordy, if you would do the honors. And there he is, alive. I don't think we need that anymore, so we're just going to drop it off.
How can I ever thank you for my life? Not only have you rescued me from death, you have brought back my bones from a cursed and fleshless state. I thank the gods I was able to escape Castle Ravenloft, and that I died here where you found me.
By whose hands were you stripped to cursed bone? Who did this foul deed?
It was Strahd. You must understand, he is no civil and ordinary count, no mere lord. Strahd is death itself. He's a vampire, a Nosferatu, a creature of solitary evil who feeds on the blood of men and of women. This land will know peace only if he is destroyed, and I will gladly join any efforts in that regard.
Bold claim to say Lord Strahd is a vampire. What events led up to this fate? Your flesh, guts, and tissues brushed aside like dust, leaving your enduring bones.
Know this. I suspected our Lord Strahd of being a vampire, and so I stole into Castle Ravenloft while the sun burned bright, intent to destroy him. How can I describe the raw, coarse, and scabrous evil? The horror of Strahd's minions as they attacked me? It is impossible. I barely escaped with my life. Yet when I reached the church, dusk had drawn its veil across the land, and Strahd was there.
How could you, a priest, have gone to Castle Ravenloft uninvited and alone? I can't believe you had a key.
Exactly. North of Barovia lies a barrier, a gate beyond which a path snakes its way to Strahd's castle. I possess the key to that gate. Even in death, I hid it beyond Strahd's recovery. I know not what quest you are about, but as certain as the rising sun, whatever you seek is in that castle. Believe it! Strahd controls, watches, and holds all information and all things of value in the land.
Everything we've seen points to Strahd's control of this valley. We should take another tour of his castle uninvited. Will you join us?
I am at your service, and the key to the gate is yours. Let us be off, fortified by one great resolve that we must penetrate Strahd's defenses and take any action by which we might destroy him.
Alright, Vuko, I think we're going to drop you off.
I was wrong. I'll admit it. You worked too hard for an honest grave robber to keep up. Longer hours anyway. If you'll excuse me, I'll be making my way back to the Blood of the Vine for a few refreshments. You can find me there, where I'll be expecting a fair share of whatever treasure you come across.
Nope, there's the key in our inventory. Put it on the key ring. One of these key rings. And let's gear our buddy up. First we'll pick up all the stuff that Vuku dropped. Now Mischa over here is a cleric, so he can only use bludgeoning weapons, so that axe is no good. But luckily I had enough sense to grab an enchanted quarterstaff for him. And somewhere in here I have an enchanted suit of chainmail. There we go. Got a lot of gear here, bud. Alright, so now we have the key to get to Castle Ravenloft. But before we do that, we're going to stop by the jeweler's house, because he had mentioned leaving some treasure behind for us. So, let's jump ahead to that. Remember who told you this? That the whole ruined land is a trap. Look, the shutters are closed as if they haven't been opened in years. Don't these people breathe? Village like this. Timber and plaster buildings, 2 stories high. There's one that's 3. Could hold 1,000 souls. Are they afraid to come out from behind those whitewashed walls? The jeweler's house. Nope. Ah, but this gem is neither for spending nor for the nimble fingers of a thief. It is one of the pieces needed to escape this land. Remember Trimia's Catalogue? Like the rest mentioned on a scroll, it will be kept safe until the proper time. So yes, this jewel is one of the items we're going to need to escape Ravenloft. So let's put it with the crown. And let's continue our expedition to Castle Ravenloft. Now this is the old salvage road north. At least I think it is. Yeah. Now normally there are enemies running around here. Wargs and I think some brigands. But I took them out earlier off screen because I was getting my butt handed to me and I needed some extra experience. Alright, we're going to get a cutscene for our trip to Ravenloft. So let's sit back and enjoy it.
Once more, Castle Ravenloft lies ahead. The first time you came in answer to an invitation, riding within the Lord's carriage. Now you are riding on nobody, and having ascended the tortuous trail on foot, the castle appears yet more ominous, threatening, and bare. By By slow steps you cross the drawbridge. It is impossible to shake the feeling of certainty that someone, somewhere in the vast stonework above, is watching.
Alright, here we are. And you know what we should do? We should pray for some spells for Mischa over here. And also rest, because he has none of his health. Now, despite this being Castle Ravenloft, it's not nearly as daunting as the Warrior's Tomb that we just went through. And here are our first enemies, Doom Guards. Doom Guards are animated suits of armor. I don't remember exactly how they're animated. I don't know if it's possessed by ghosts or just animated by normal magic. But they're going to be one of the more common enemies we fight in here. Castle Ravenloft actually, I think, has the most diversity of enemies that we'll find. In fact, when we get up to the next level, I'll show you the next most common group of enemies we'll be fighting. Gargoyles. Kind of cool looking, don't you think? Gargoyles and Doom Guards are the most common enemies we're going to face in here. They're not too tough, which is thankful, because we've had enough really tough enemies just from going around the tomb. But Castle Ravenloft itself is a bit of a trick. There are illusionary walls everywhere, and it's easy to get lost going back and forth to all the different levels. Oh, what we got here? Strahd's notes. Feel free to pause and read this at your convenience. One of Strahd's enemies had some powerful artifacts stolen from him by an assassin and used them to escape Ravenloft. That's probably the assassin we fought over at the beginning of the game. I can't remember where I'm going. Now, I mentioned there were other enemies than Doom Guards and Gargoyles. The other enemy that we'll run into here is other vampires. And as you would expect, they can be a pain in the ass if they drain your levels. In fact, I think there are some around here. So let's just burn them. And I'll show you another interesting cutscene. At least I think I will. I think this is the right area.
The balcony reveals a steep precipice dropping off into the valley below. A harsh wind threatens those who brave this side. While in the distance, Barovia appears as a small grouping of homes, helpless and exposed. How insignificant it must seem to he who makes Castle Ravenloft his home.
Creepy werewolf noises. Okay. Now, that's all that we can do over here in this corner. I think this is where we want to go. Yep. Like I said, illusionary walls everywhere. And vampires. That was foolish. I should not have kept stepping mode on to do battle with these guys. Or ladies, if you prefer. guards. Where are you? You. Let's go put that Doom Guard down. Looks like they're stuck. Now, because I think I know what's down those sets of stairs, we're going to save real quick. We're going to use this time to cast some of our buffs. Mischa over here should cast his draw strength and dex spells. Those spells increase his strength and dexterity scores. And since his scores are not already at 18, they'll actually benefit. That spells will actually benefit him. Alright. Brace yourselves, everybody, because this is going to get ugly. Thankfully, it's not as bad as I thought. But it's going to get bad. No, not because of whites. Although they're pains in the ass in their own right. Alright, let me not keep you guys in too much expense. I'll go set up the encounter that I'm dreading. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And that is what I was dreading. Those are zombie golems. And they are horrible. Look at that. Look at that. That one zombie golem nearly killed Beatrice on its own. And ruined Gordon. So, let's grab some of our healing items. And see if we can't defeat the other one that's around the corner. Bit better. The zombie golems, there are not a lot of them down here, but anytime one shows up, it's cause for concern. Ah, the bloodbath key. We're gonna need that for much later. Well, maybe I'll show it to you while we're down here, but it doesn't become permanent until much later. Just grab that. Try to remember where we're going. I think we want to go back over here. You may see me skipping on some treasure or leaving some rooms alone. That's mostly because a lot of the goodies around here, aside from some of the spells, aren't particularly worth taking the time to hunt down. Save again. Maybe I'll do some of that off screen. It's also because there's so many tough monsters around here. This is a good place to build up experience. Alright, that's not where we want to go. Not yet, at any rate. Prayer's done. Might be worthwhile to rest. Alright, this is where we came from. Oh, no, Beatrice, no! I don't want her to lose more con. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna load our quick save. Alright, let's rest. We're gonna have a lot of this. This way? Nope, that's where we came from. Probably don't have that blood key, do we? Nope, we got it. Had enough sense to save. Is this where we want to go? I think it is, and we'll know for sure depending on what I see at the other end of this door. Woohoo! We got the key. And normally there's a zombie golem around here. But hey, if we can get by without having to fight him, I'll take it. Nope, don't want to be down here. I think we actually do want to go up to this next level and fight those horrible zombie golems. Die, you monster. Ah, really? Oh, wow! He put down Gordon and Beatrice. I'm sorry, guys. I'm making this look really bad. This shield. They may have noticed I'm not throwing a lot of spells at the golems. That's because, well, spells don't really work that well. They're resistant to magic, so there's a good chance it just won't work in the first place. And if it does work, it might have effects we don't like. Like I know in the case of flesh golems, if you hit them with lightning bolts and stuff, you actually heal them. And I don't remember exactly what happens with not flesh golems, with zombie golems. So we're not going to use additional spells. We gotta kind of fight our way through them. And look, there's another one at the far end. We're gonna see if we can't put him down. luckily he's all by himself. Although a zombie golem by itself is nothing to scoff at. But we did it. We put him down. Illusion walls everywhere. Thank you, Gordon. Door closes on us. Door opens on us. I will take these gargoyles any day of the week over more zombie golems. Although, thankfully, I think we're going to be done with the zombie golems for the time being. Ah, Strahd's letter to the Vistani. Let's see what this says. So, Strahd is working with the Vistani, and he's using them to keep track on us. Well, Scroll of Ray's dead. We've certainly been getting killed enough to warrant it. Oh, and that's where we gotta use the bloodbath key. Remember the book, the one known as Trimia's Catalogue. It contained a scroll with a list, yes. I'm certain this card is on that list. This is a piece necessary to activate the power of the book. So we found the missing tarot card as well. And now we've got 3 out of the 5 items we need. I can hear our footsteps echo. 'Tis a common sound in dwarven caverns, heard when approaching a steep descent. Those stairs must go down level after level. Now I'm jumping ahead a bit to show you this, but this is actually going to be the final dungeon of the game, where we will eventually confront Strahd and put an end to all of this. But we are in no condition to do that. So we're going to set some zombies on fire. And then we're going to make our way back up from where we came. I think it's possible to actually go down there and get stuck without being able to progress the game any further. Alright, where are we going? Gotta kind of remember. Switch. Open. Let's try the long way. We got vampires. Why vampires? Come on, now you open. We don't want to go through. We want to go this way. Or do we? Am I going the right way? Thought I was. don't think I am. Back up we go. An illusionary wall around here somewhere. Hiding on me. Come on. Pretty sure it's around here somewhere. May be worthwhile to check my notes. And by my notes I mean my strategy guide. There is an illusionary wall hiding on us. Alrighty, I thought so. It was around here somewhere. Take that, Doom Guards. Come on, come get some. Alright. I was probably wrong when I said we wouldn't have to face any more zombie golems. Alright. Let's see if we can put him down. Yeah, we did pretty good. We gained a level for it too. Alright, let's grab that key. And there are only 2 things left that we have to do here. Let's see if I can remember where to go. Haven't been doing a great job of that. Oh, so far so good. I actually want to go this way for once. Bring it on, Doom Guards. Strahd. So it seems Strahd fell in love with his brother's fiancée. And Strahd is also the name of a book about Ravenloft and its Dark Lord Strahd. Behold my heart's desire, a pact with death. It tells a story of how Strahd became the Lord of Ravenloft, which is this castle we're running around in, and how the dark powers came to him and offered him something beyond his heart's wildest dreams. I really liked the book. So, if you're enjoying this game, this playthrough, and you want to learn more about Ravenloft and Strahd and the world, well, get a copy of Strahd. And see if you can get your hands on some of the old game material. Alright, so now we're climbing one of the towers. Because well, we're gotta climb both of the towers, but there's some stuff at the top of them. Come here, you. Bit of a long trip. Magic ain't all that useful on the Doom Guards either, so that's why I haven't been bothering with it. Some of the magic works on the gargoyles, but the gargoyles are actually easy enough to take out on their own. Oh, who's this guy? Pounding his fists together. Ho, fellow! How did you manage to find yourself in this dark place, alone?
By a turn of ill luck. What god allows you to roam these halls with impunity? If you're in Strahd's favor, I spit at you. If you've good heart and true, I beg you, let me join you. Gladly I'll add my strength to yours, that we might escape this place alive.
For certain your strength could be of use. What say you? Will you come along with a party, as you say, of good hearts and true?
I'll join with you gladly. And be sure I have no intention of being taken again by Strahd's evil will. Not alive, anyway. Nor would I desert you if your luck ever came out as bad as mine.
Alright, Rizard.
For me to leave now is no more and no less than the day requires. What must be, will be, whether I exert my magic to influence the outcome or not. And so the grounds and streams and paths will return me to my hut. My feet will feel the trail they provide. When destiny calls you back to me, I will be there, sharpening my skills in madness and magic.
Alright, now we have Ashim. Anshim, something around those lines. And he is the last NPC, or at least I think he's the last NPC, that we can convince to join us. Now he is a straight up fighter, so we're going to put him up front. We'll switch around some of this equipment while we're at it. Hit a shield around here. There we go. Don't want your leather armor. No, we'll go with the dagger. Now, Ashim is a fighter, but his real claim is he has the highest strength score a fighter can have. But if you noticed, our fighters also have the highest strength score that they can have. So, unfortunately, that kind of puts him behind the curve a little bit. And I think we're going to switch around these armors. That way he will have a better AC as well. Alright, and I think now's a good time to rest. Let's see if we can pray for some more spells. Yes, we can. Mischa is going to learn some Cure Disease because I know what's coming up. And can Beatrice memorize any more spells? Nope. Okay, let's rest. Please cast some light. And maybe just say a prayer for me. Oh yeah, you should draw strength and dex while you're at it. Alright, now we make the trip back down the tower that we just took this time climbing up. now we gotta go climb the other tower. It's around here somewhere. Auto map, help me. A lot of tower to go down. Come back here. Okay. I'm trying to remember the fastest way to get there. Oh, be careful. Don't need to turn around and have a zombie golem in our face. When in doubt, auto map. Alright, we're on our way. Now this requires the X key. Which thankfully we have on there. More Doom Guards. Sheen. On Sheen, where you get to earn your keep. And run! I know that looked like a dead end, but that's what illusionary walls are for. Okay, I know we got our prayer on. How about a little haste, Scarecrow? Oh, he's getting beat up. Oh, he can't even heal himself. Let's get him out of harm's way. Paralyzed or diseased? Or both? Paralyzed. Alright, that's fixed easily enough. Just rest for a bit. We'll switch you back. Whew. Tell you, I got worried. I thought we were going to lose him there. Oh, now what do we have over here? Some poor torture victim? Great, merciful, blood-stained gods. Are you able to speak?
What? Did you say? Where is the Inquisitor? The Inquisitor! Free me, please! I can't stand this stinking thing a moment longer!
The Inquisitor was one of the monsters that we just put down. It was the one running around with the Doom Guards. It's a horrible, torturous monster that I think can paralyze you with its eyes, which is what happened to our buddy over here. Come with us, won't you? We can protect you. And our own security lies in greater numbers.
None are secure in Strahd's domain. A moment longer, and that undead abomination would have broken down the doors of my very soul. I would have told the Inquisitor anything. I wish you well, but I must make my own way to freedom. The safety of others depends upon my immediate escape.
I am not unsympathetic to what you have just gone through, mind you, but you are in our debt. Is there anything you can tell us to help us in our quest?
No one can help you now. If ever you escape this place, seek out Bray Mardakova. We are of a brotherhood. He may help you if you identify yourself by the signs of the brotherhood. I will give you a feather. Make certain Bray sees it, then speak to him of the nest, and he will respond by the feather. He will speak with the tongue of ravens, and you must answer, Tiganas iloke iluche akin. It is all I can do.
All that we'll have to do. What's this?
May the holders of the feather bless you with their aid. Farewell, my friend.
The dude was a were-raven, and he gave us his feather. Now, this were-raven feather is not just a token of appreciation, it's also going to help us progress our quest, as we're going to go back and see Bray. Do you remember we met him briefly at the Blood of the Vine Tavern? A were-raven feather is also one of the five items necessary to open Trimia's Catalogue. So, what do you say we get the heck out of Dodge and continue on with our adventure? We don't want to go that way. Not yet, at any rate. Alright, we've made it out of Ravenloft in more or less one piece. So I think we're going to save now. And since we're going to the Blood of the Vine Tavern, let's save it as that. Blood save? No, Blood of the Vine. Alright, I think that's going to conclude it for today's quest in the Ravenloft. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've been enjoying, and we will see you next time.